Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is Chimso here. Welcome back to Shooting the Shit. Sorry there hasn't been much League of Legends stuff recently. There is a problem, and there is a reason for it, and it's unfortunately out of my control. And I will let you guys know what that is in this video. If you've been paying attention to your sub feeds on your mobile, I think it only works at the moment. You'll be seeing the things that I'm posting in the community tab. But before then, please enjoy some Magic the Gathering, playing Magic the Gathering online. This is a league draft. I drafted a pretty fucking good Black-White Vampires deck, and I actually 3-0 this draft and grabbed myself a trophy, which is pretty damn good. Ixalan, not a format I really enjoy, because it's very tribal-focused, instead of being, like just picking powerful cards. I don't like that. I honestly like Hour of Devastation drafting more, but I've gotten pretty fucking good at this format. So I'm pretty happy with how I did here. But yeah, you guys who don't know much about Magic are going to be completely clueless here. But yeah, it's a great game. You know, you guys should check it out. If you saw that video I made recently, there is a big problem with SJWs in the community, which is really annoying. But the game itself is still very fun, if you can deal with that. So, what's been up recently? Well, these internet troubles. Yeah, they've been killing me. So, for those of you who don't know, I live in Australia. The internet here is notoriously bad. I live quite far away from the city of Adelaide, so my internet speed is garbage. I get 3.5 down, 0.3 up. Which, yeah, you can't stream with that. It takes a whole night to upload a single YouTube video. It's really annoying. But recently, that's fortunately about to change, hopefully, soon. Oh, sorry, by the way, one thing about this deck, for any of you savvy Magic players, I only have 2 3-drops in it. Unfortunately, the draft didn't go well enough for me to get a good curve of 3-drops. So, that's why you're going to be seeing me frequently keeping hands with like a 2-drop and a 4-drop. In a fast, aggressive deck, because it's literally the best I can do. Yeah, sorry, the internet. Good internet is actually coming. The National Broadband Network is expanding to my area. Apparently it should be ready around mid to late January. Knowing the government, it will probably be like mid-February, but here's hoping January. So, that internet would be good enough for me to stream, basically. Hopefully. No fucking, like, amazing, 1080p, 60 FPS streaming. No way in hell. But streaming at a serviceable quality? Of course. Yeah, sure. I played into that Sure Strike. I'm like, look, he's fucking hitting me with aggro shit. I've got Legion's Judgment to take out his Frenzied Raptor. I'll just take the hit, get the goddamn Sure Strike out of his hand, curve into my big drops. What the fuck ever. I'm playing Vampires. It's the best deck in the fucking format. We'll be fine. So yeah, this new internet should come out and be very, very good. Well, not very good, but good for Australian standards. And yeah, I should hopefully be able to stream with that. And be able to finally do what I've wanted to do for so long. And I'm really looking forward to that. But in the meantime, that has to be built. The infrastructure actually has to be built in the neighborhoods. And unfortunately, one of the fucking idiots, when they were building, damaged some of the lines around, like, the neighborhood. The existing internet lines. And it basically fucked over the internet for the entire goddamn neighborhood. So, I'm at about 1/3 of my internet's current speed. It fluctuates daily. It was meant to be fixed yesterday, but it still hasn't. But right now I'm at 1 download, 0.1 upload. Yeah, I can barely play League of Legends. I get like 120 ping playing League of Legends. The only thing I can really play is single-player games. I've been playing Zeus, Master of Olympus. Huh? Any of you guys know that? Fucking good game. Been playing that, and I've been playing Poseidon. Oh, no, sorry, I haven't been playing Poseidon. What am I talking? I've been playing Magic Gathering online. I need to play Poseidon, I was going to say. I'm getting my train of thoughts mixed up. I haven't played Poseidon much. I've got the expansion for Zeus. I've got to download that and play that. But Zeus was a bitch to get working on Windows 8.1 properly. So I'm not looking forward to having to deal with Poseidon. But yeah, I've pretty much only been able to play single-player games and Magic Gathering online, because Magic Gathering online doesn't... You can play this shit on dial-up. It doesn't, you don't need a good internet connection for it. But, yeah, once the internet gets fixed, whenever they fucking do that, I will be playing League again. Like, even if it doesn't get back to its original speed before they fucking release a new internet. As long as I can get up to a serviceable level where I can at least play League on like 80 or 90 ping, I can live with that. So here's hoping that happens. But yeah, nothing I can do about that for the moment, guys. I'm really sorry. I'll do what I can. But yeah, I'm gonna have to be a bit silent for maybe a week or so more. Because that's probably how long they're gonna take to fucking fix the damn shit. But anyways, YouTube actually introduced a new feature recently, which I'm very, very happy with. It's the YouTube Community tab. And, by the way, you're going to notice me making a lot of mistakes in these games. I'm not the best Magic player. Especially, I think it's the last game around here. You're going to see me make a pretty big punt. but yeah. I still win, but one of these games I'm not very proud of. Yeah, the Community tab on YouTube. Those of you, I think it's only on mobile at the moment. I cannot find a way to use it on the desktop side. And basically the way it is, thing is if you go to your sub feed on a mobile device, like go to the YouTube app, hit subscriptions. I don't know if it works on iPhone, but it does work on Android, I know that. If you do that, you'll basically be able to see like posts that people make. It's sort of like a mini Twitter. And that's really cool. Now, initially when I heard of this, I'm like, no, this is fucking terrible. I don't want to see this shit, like people typing shit in my sub feeds. I want my sub feeds for videos. Initially, I was pretty much against the idea. But, basically, what they've done is, you can select if you want to either see videos and posts, or see just videos. And if you go on the YouTube app, once again, I'm going to go on Android. I'm assuming it's going to be the same with the iPhone. On the top left, you have a thing that says videos and posts. If you hit it and select videos only, you'll just see videos in your feed. And as long as that function exists, I am perfectly fine with it. And I actually think it's really good. Because most YouTubers rely on Twitter to interact with their fan base on a consistent level. And of course, not everyone who subscribes to them follows them on Twitter. Only like 300 people-ish follow me. So, having this function is great for giving out channel updates. It's why I'm able to tell you guys that I'm actually, my internet is damaged and I can't really upload anything. I put a post in the community tab, and a bunch of people saw it. And it's also fun to meme and troll, so I like that as well. But yeah, it's actually a good thing that YouTube has done. I can finally say something like, hey, YouTube has actually fucking done something good for once. Now we just have to wait for them to fuck it up by trying to, like, integrate Google Plus into it or something. Who fucking knows? But yeah, I can actually praise YouTube for something. Yeah, take out the Raptor Companions here, because I saw a dual shot, so I'm like, no way. Not fucking taking, Raptor Companions into a dual shot. Holy crap. 2 Raptor Companions out, 1 dual shot, 2 for 1 me? No, thank you. But yeah, you're going to see all the sideboarding here as well. I don't know how long this video is going to be. I got quite a bit to talk about, so it might be a bit long. It's been quite a busy week. So, yeah, speaking of a busy week, this Friday was very busy for me. Well, last Friday, because this video is probably going to take 2 days to upload. So probably last Friday. I'm recording this on Friday, 1 AM on Friday morning. So, last Friday, a week ago, my niece was born. About a month premature. She came way sooner than I expected. I was just at home on Friday. I had the day off. And, you know, my mother had to go to town that day. And I didn't ask, you know, why she was gone. Normally, it's just like, oh, I'm going to town because I gotta fucking do this or do that. And I'm just like, yeah, whatever. But this time, she's just like, I'm just going to town. Like, okay, didn't even bother asking. And then, like, at 3 o'clock, I get a call. Hey, can you do this for me? Oh, and also your sister had the baby. So, yeah, interesting week. Baby was born a month premature. It's perfectly healthy, no issues. She's at home with it now, so everything is going very, very well. I'm gonna go see her again tomorrow. I saw her in the hospital already. But, yeah, that was a surprise. That was not something that I expected to be dealing with before the new year. But, yeah, there it is. My sister is, of course, very, very grumpy, but, I mean, that's to be expected. You know, she is a new mother, so things are going to be a bit hard for her, but that's alright. She's got her family there for her, so we'll do the best we can. But, yeah, I'm just happy that everything went well. You know, the baby was healthy, and everything was very, very good. And, yeah, I'm an uncle now. Fucking Uncle Fidel. That's gonna be... That's gonna be very, very interesting. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, my brother-in-law is actually the one who said that I look like Fidel Castro, and that's why I started doing the whole Fidel cosplay thing, so... Yeah, you can thank him for the whole Fidel thing. Oh, by the way, actually, I do have 2 Adanto Vanguards. I had a really good Black-White Vampires deck. My first pack was so good. I got like 2 Adanto Vanguards, Dustborn Sky Marcher, and I think I got Dark Nourishment as well. So, yeah, I had a fucking pretty damn good draft. The only bad thing was the lack of 3 drops. But yeah, you know, I know that those of you who don't play Magic are just like, I don't know, what are you fucking talking about? But 3 drops are like 3 mana creatures, and basically you want to play them on, like, on a curve. So, like, having a 1 drop is good. Like, a 1 mana play is good. But ideally you want to be like, well, no, the ideal thing is like, play a land, play a 1 drop. Next turn, play a land, play a 2 drop. Next turn, play a land, play a 3 drop. That's sort of like, that's a mana curve. But yeah, my mana is not perfect. But, I mean, I still got a fucking trophy, I don't care. I 3 and fucking zeroed. I'm playing the next 2 drafts for $2 instead of fucking $12. I'm happy with that. So what else has been going on? Well, fucking Unstable draft is tomorrow, actually, for Magic the Gathering. I'll be going to, well, no, look, today. It's 1:30 and, no, 1 o'clock in the morning on Friday. So Friday Night Magic is going to be tonight. And Unstable is going to be out, and that's going to be very, very interesting. I have not looked at any of the cards. Well, a little bit. I know, like, the Urza Planeswalker. But apart from that, I don't really know anything. And it's going to be fun. Like, for those who don't know, like, Magic Gathering is obvious. They release new sets. And obviously, you know, the sets are designed to be, like, competitive and, you know, do, you know... Yeah, they're meant to be taken seriously. But the unsets, as they like to call them, the newest of which is Unstable... they're basically like joke sets. They have like really jokey cards. Like I remember like my favorite one was like, I think it was Mother of Goons. And it's like whenever you deal damage to a creature, you have to insult that creature. Like you have to actually verbally insult the card on the table. And if you don't, the damage gets negated. And yeah, this is like really, so it's sort of like a meme set, a joke set, and it's fun shit. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting Friday night. Here, bad play. Bad play. Oh, this is the game where I make really bad plays. I put Anointed Deacon's ability on the Dustborn Sky Marcher, but he has Cobbled Wings and his Tishana's Wayfinder, which gives it flying. So I don't want to attack with it, because he'll just block it with a Wayfinder and kill it. I should have given it to the Adanto Vanguard, because that's the only thing I would have been attacking with, and I almost certainly would have forced a block if I'd given it the +2/+0. But yeah, for those who don't know, the reason why Adanto Vanguard is so good is because you can pay 4 life to give it indestructible, so it's really hard to kill. But yeah, speaking of cards, I've been playing a lot of Force of Will recently at the game store. And Force of Will is actually it's been out for quite a few years now. And it's an anime-based card game. Well, not anime-based, but it's got anime artwork, so big plus for this fucking weeaboo right here. So yeah, anime-based artwork. Here you're going to see the punt, by the way. Just wait for it. Wait for it. So these games were they were so good. But this is, I've got to keep commenting, but this is really bad, okay? I'm sitting here, I've got a Dark Nourishment in hand. I could do 3 damage to him. So I want to try and get through with at least 6 damage. So I'm thinking, I attack with everything, right? I attack with everything. And that should get him down to at least 3. Yep. Give the effect to my Anointed Deacon. Cool. Yep. Go to combat. Yep. And skip combat. Just you fucking idiot. You skipped your fucking combat step, you fucking retard. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm still gonna win, but I made it way harder than I needed to. I'm gonna have to do a lot of thinking on the next turn, that's for sure. But yeah, so Force of Will, very similar to Magic the Gathering, but with a few differences. One is, it's very fast. The format is very fast. It uses mana, but you have, like, instead of having, like, a land deck and... Like, no, sorry, instead of having a deck with, you know, all your lands and all your cards in it, you have a deck with all your cards and a deck with all your mana, your magic stones, your lands. And they're two separate decks. And basically you have like a J-Ruler card, which if you play Commander in Magic the Gathering, it's sort of like a Commander. You can put it on the field and do stuff, but you can also tap it and like flip the top card of your mana deck over and put it into play. So basically you can never get land screwed in Force of Will. You can never get land screwed. You can always get one land a turn unless you want to do something else with your J-Ruler. But the thing I love about it so much is the fucking combat. See, the combat you're watching now here on in Magic hasn't frozen. I'm thinking. I'm thinking here. Because I need to do at least 6 damage to him, and it depends on how he blocks. It works out, but tense shit. So the way combat works in Magic is you go to your combat step, you go to your attack step, you select the creatures you attack with, and they attack. All at once. But in Force of Will, you only have one main phase, and during that main phase, you can choose to attack with creatures whenever you want. So you can be like, alright, I attack with... And you attack individually. So you go, I attack with this creature, then I attack with this creature, then I attack with this creature. And they're all separate little attack phases. And the cool thing about it, and this is the best thing, blocking causes your creature to tap, and you can attack tapped creatures. That makes combat so complicated, I fucking love it. So it's like, okay, I go to attack with this big creature. My opponent blocks. Let's say they just eat the creature. They do enough damage to kill it. And, you know, their guy survives with a bit of damage on it. But now it's tapped. So I now attack him with another creature. And I attack the tapped creature. And so basically I'm just like... It makes combat so tactical. It makes you really have to consider when to block. And it makes it a very aggressive format. And I just fucking love it, dude. It's so good. I highly recommend getting into Force of Will. I was pestering my local store for a long time. I know the guy who runs it pretty well. I'm like, dude, you have to get Force of Will in, man. I'll fucking play it. I'll teach people how to play. I'll learn it. And then, yeah, he got it in, and it's been selling really well. So, fucking, who's your daddy? But yeah, opponent's going to take exactly 6 here, and I'm going to dome him with Dark Nourishment for the win, and that's going to get me my trophy. So, yeah, that's pretty good. And I think I'm actually going to have to do a quick bit of editing here, because I think I'll fuck something up. 1 second. Alright, yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, that's going to be the win in this match. Just, he's on 3 life. Dark Nourishment to the face. See ya, lad. And there's a trophy. Feels good. But yeah, what else is there to talk about? Let's talk about League of Legends. So, how has your guys' testing been going? Tell me how you're doing. Tell me what you're using, because I want to know. I've been trying to keep up with things, but I can't watch streams. My internet speed is not fast enough. I can still watch YouTube videos. I've got to watch a Minish Cap 1's new video. The fucking lazy bastard finally made a video. Everyone harass Minish Cap 1 for more content, please. I haven't watched that yet. Probably going to watch that tomorrow at some point. I'm going to be busy tomorrow. Fucking hell, I'm so busy. I still have time to play League. I can't play it. God damn it. Ugh. But yeah, how has your testing been going? Tell me how your stuff is going. So you're testing on Singe, you're testing on other champions. Like, what? Have you found anything, like, if you play champions that are, like, really odd and unique, and, like, you know, no one plays, tell me, like, if you found some cool rune configuration for them. I think one of the really sad things about the new runes is you can't do, like, really gimmicky shit. Like, full attack speed Nautilus. Like, that's just fun, because it's hilarious watching him swing that giant hammer, like, so... Well, anchor so fast. You just can't do that anymore, so... While I do think the new runes are actually really good, and a step in the right direction, and are actually making a lot of things really viable, like... They don't seem like they're like, as bad as when they introduced the new masteries, when they introduced Keystone masteries, because when they did that, it was like, oh... Thunderlords, okay, literally everybody in the game takes Thunderlords. But, you know, I think the closest thing here, like, to an overpowered Keystone would be Kleptomancy, which I think they're nerfing, or they've already nerfed. And even then, it wasn't like it was so powerful everybody took it. It was like, it was so powerful that the champions who did well with it, would take it. So, not as bad. I think they actually did a much better job. with the new runes than they did with the Keystone Masteries when they first came out. I really like it. And, you know, merging the two things was really good. The fact that you can change them in combat now is really nice as well. I miss the old runes, man. They were cool. You know, that's just going to be a part of the game we're just never going to be able to experience again. And it makes so many YouTube videos just so outdated now. I might even do why you should play Vladimir version 3 in low elo. Though I don't think he's as good in low elo now since his rework. So there is that. Probably still gonna make it, but I've got another low elo video coming up first before that. Spoiler alert. Man, that might be the scripted video I'm working on. It might not be. You never know. But yeah, I do plan to make that at some point. Also because that video got a lot of views the first time, and it got a lot of views the second time, so it's got to get a lot of views the third time, right? Right? I'm not wrong. I sure fucking hope so. But yeah, once again, I haven't been playing and testing, so I don't exactly know, because my internet's been shit. But I do think that Aerie will still be good on Singed, probably what you still take in many matchups, but the thing is, like, you have to be adaptive. It's not like a no-brainer, oh, I go this. You know, even back with the old Masteries, it wasn't a no-brainer. Do I go Deathfire Touch or do I go Courage? But now, I think it's even more like a 50-50. Because there are some matchups where it's just so fucking good to go Phase Rush. And there are some matchups where it's not as good to go Phase Rush, and so Aerie might be better. Hell, maybe even Arcane Comet if we can find a way to get it to work, but I just can't find a way to consistently make the damn thing hit, so I don't think that's going to come from me, but I don't know, hopefully Minish Cap finds something. But yeah, like, I cannot stress this enough, guys. You cannot just have like, oh, this is my one Singed rune page. You have to be like, okay, Champion Select, I've got to change things around. Now, one thing I think will be consistent is that, I said this before, the Tenacity rune in Resolve, always take it. I don't think there's ever a reason not to take that thing on Singed. Like, it is the most powerful rune for him. It's better than the Keystones. And I think a lot of this happened with the old Keystones as well. People were very, very caught up with, you know, oh, like, it has to be all about the Keystones, all about the Keystones. But it's like, no, Tenacity and Defense tree is really good. And the Tenacity and the Resolve tree is fucking amazing. You need that on Singed. So, like, I cannot find a configuration in the runes where I don't take, where I don't take that. Where I don't take Resolve as at least a secondary tree. I don't think Resolve Primary is very good. I'll just be honest with you, I don't think it's that great. It's not bad, but it's not great. What was my plan here? I'm not sure what my plan was with this attack. I don't know. Fucking hell. I play these games like right before making this video and I still don't know what the hell I did. But yeah, like, once again, guys, do not get so hung up on the Keystone Masteries. Yes, they're very fucking good. Nobody can deny how good the Keystones are. But for Singed especially, that Tenacity Mastery, that is something fucking else, okay? You want that, you need that, you should always take that. Now, once again, I'm sure some fucking Korean is gonna, in a month or two's time, find some fucking just amazing Singed build, probably taking that Electrocute Mastery, and just find a way that's like, oh, this build is so good, it does so much damage, it's so amazing. Probably. It'll probably happen at some point. Hell, I might even try it. But until then, until the Koreans work things out, I think it's probably safe to say that, hey, you need that Resolve Mastery, and you want to take either Phase Rush or Aerie. Now, Aftershock I didn't like, because this is fucking brutal, by the way. I'm just like, really? Literally wipes everything but my Bishop of the Bloodstained. Rip. Now, Aftershock I tried. And I think it would be cool But it just has a lot of anti-synergy with Singed, because, you know, you fling somebody, yeah, you get that armor and magic resist, which is really good, but you want to get that damage with the explosion around you as well. And if you're like, oh, I'm going to fucking do this and then run away, then you're not getting that damage, so it's pointless. Grasp of the Undying is just like, no, there's no reason to take it. There was no reason to take the old Grasp of the Undying, there's no reason to take this Grasp. So, maybe I should have attacked there, actually. Yeah, actually, no, in retrospect, I should have attacked there. Because no matter what he blocked with, I would have killed it. Like, I don't know, why was I so scared there? Maybe... Nah, Sure Strike. I was scared of Sure Strike. Yeah, because First Strike. Oh, whatever. But, yeah, like... Where was my train of thought? I keep getting distracted. Fucking hell, I'm terrible at this. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, the point is, Phase Rush or... the bloody, Airy. They're probably the ones you want to go. Once again, I'm probably going to test, like, a Sorcerer's Shoes, Electrocute, into fucking, like, Sorcery Singed. I'll probably try that at some point. I'd love to try that, when I, you know, get back into it. When my internet is fixed, but... Yeah, at the moment, if you just want to, like, win games, I'll stick with the consistent stuff. You just be much better for it. But anyways, I've rambled on long enough, so let's just play to the end of this game. I'm not sure if I win this match, but I don't know if I win the first game. Because I went 2-1, 2-1, and 2-0. So, I dropped the game in my first 2 matches, so this might be the game that I dropped. Oh, it's going to be close, though, if I remember correctly. So yeah, we'll just go to the end of this game. That's all I have to talk about. So if you guys are just here to hear me talk about stuff, you can go. I'll just commentate on the rest of this game. Thank you for watching. Take care. I'll see you on the next video. I'll try and see if my internet's good enough tomorrow to play some League. I left everything on to update when I went to work. So yeah, thank God for that. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. So, what's going on here? Yeah, that Raging Sawtooth. So Raging Sawtooth, when it enters play... I expected my opponent to have a combat trick there, but... Raging Sawtooth, when it enters play, it deals 1 damage to each other creature. I had 5 creatures on the field with 1 toughness, so it pretty much wiped my board. And that's really tough to come back from. Opponent has Search for Escanter in play, which means they just have such great card selection. I got a Glorifier of Dusk, which I can pay 2 life to give it flying... But he's going to attack with the Raging Swordtooth this turn. No, he's not going to... No, he is going to attack, and I think he plays something. If I want to give Glorifier of Dust flying, I'm going to need to take 2 damage. So, I'll be on 9 after he attacks with the Swordtooth. Yeah, it's a very difficult position at the end of this game here. I think I just drew a lot of lands. No, I didn't draw a lot of lands this game. I got wiped out. I think another game I drew a lot of lands. So I think I might actually win this one. Opponent is really, really thinking about this. I can't see it properly. Hold on, 1 second. Sorry about that. Vegas fucks up the quality of the preview window sometimes. But yeah, I'm completely out of gas here. No cards in hand. Opponent has 3 cards in hand, which means he almost certainly has a play after the Raging Swordtooth. Especially, yeah, he's got to play, because he's been using Search for Escanter to fucking, select this card. Hasn't even transformed it, because he just wants the card selection, which is perfectly reasonable. It's also worth, like, 4 tickets, so, nice. Good job of my opponent. But, yeah, he's going to attack with the Swordtooth here. It's going to be going down to 11. So, yeah, the bad thing about Glorifier of Dust compared to Serra Angel is, yeah, you've got to pay the life to give it the keywords that Serra Angel has, which really sucks. And, yeah, now he drops a Regisaur Alpha. That's, like, the one card I didn't want to see. Because, okay, like, let's go to my thought process here. If I attack with the Glorifier of Dusk, and I block the Regisaur Alpha, because I can't block the Raging Swordtooth, because it has Trample, I'll take damage anyways. So I attack with the Glorifier of Dusk, block the Regisaur Alpha. I have to give the Glorifier of Dust flying, which means I have to pay 2 life. So I'll go down to 9. Block the Regisaur Alpha with the Bishop of the Bloodstained. I'll take 5, 6, 7, 8 from the Sawtooth and the Dinosaur token. So I will go down to 1. Now, if he does that, he attacks with everything, and he has no play afterwards, I win the game. Because I could just attack with Glorifier of Dusk into an untapped board and win. But, if he has a play, I cannot attack, well, I can attack with Glorifier of Dusk, but I cannot go through, I cannot connect the attack with his life total. Because I'll be on 1 life, and I won't be able to pay 2 life to keep Glorifier of Dusk flying. So, what I have to do here is I have to hope he attacks with everything. I then block the Alpha with the Bishop of the Bloodstained, take 8. He has no follow-up play, and I just win the game. That's what I have to hope here. And I just think to myself, like, look, I'm pretty sure this is the only way I get out of this. It might have been the wrong play, now that I think about it. But I decided to go for it anyways. Because, yeah, I could have kept the Glorifier up. And just be like, right, block the Regisaur Alpha with the Glorifier. And then, like, take 8. Take 8 and go to 3. But, like, it's not looking good for me no matter what happens here. So I just go with what I think is the best play. But my opponent has Search for Escanter. They've almost certainly got creatures in hand. I mean, like, what can I do? And I'm pretty sure it ends up, he ends up having a trick that just gets through with the additional damage. No, he has removal. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he bounces my bishop. So, in the end, he just swings for fucking, for 12. And I'm only on 9. But you see, even if I hadn't attacked there, and just kept the fucking, Glorifier of Dusk up, yeah, I would have survived another turn, but I would have lost my Glorifier of Dusk, and I would have had no follow-up play. So, I would have just probably lost. So I made the best play that I thought I could there. You see me siding out my Raptor Companions. I like to aggressively side out Raptor Companions. I don't like having them in my deck. You know, they're okay to have in the deck, but I just... The 1 toughness, and, you know, there's so many things that can ping them and kill them, and 1 toughness creatures that can block them. I just like to aggressively side them out if I can. I consider putting 2 Mark of the Vampires in, but my opponent did have some bounce, so I don't. But what I do put in, is I put in 1 extra copy of Skittering Heartstopper, and 1 extra copy of Legion's Judgment. So Skittering Heartstopper, 1/2 for 1, I can pay a black to give it Death Touch, so if I have one of those on the field, he can't attack with a giant dinosaur into it, because the dinosaur would just die no matter what. And Legion's Judgment, obviously, because he's playing green, well, he's playing, like, green, blue, and red. It's really weird. I could not tell what he was splashing throughout all 3 games. Very good opening hand, but I'm gonna cut the video here, so, actually, should I just commentate another game? Fuck it, I might as well. Like, anybody who's watching, obviously, plays Magic, so they don't have to fucking, they don't have to stick around. But, yeah, so I side in Legion's Judgment, I side in the Heartstoppers. I think I'm going to be pretty good against his dinosaurs. And I've got a pretty good curve here. I've actually got one of my 3-drop creatures, so I can go 2-drop into 3-drop. If only I had the Dustborn Sky Marcher in my opening hand. Hold on. Instead of drawing it, it would have been 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop, which would have been fucking amazing, but no dice, unfortunately. Opponent opting. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this game is pretty damn good because Adante Vanguard is just really powerful. There is going to be 1 match, probably not going to see it, but 1 game where I Mark of the Vampire my Adante Vanguard. So Mark of the Vampire gives it +2/+2 and lifelink, and that's just fucking retarded. Because it becomes a 5/3 when it attacks. If he blocks it with something that would kill it, I just pay 4 life to keep it alive, and then I gain 5 life from the lifelink. So I gain 1 life, kill an enemy creature. But yeah, obviously if it gets bounced, it's really bad. And he did have some bounce, that's why I didn't fucking play my, second Mark of the Vampire. So he gets Search for Escanter turn 2, which is fucking annoying. It's such a good card. I still didn't want to side in any of my Demystifiers for it, though. I didn't see it, like, that worth getting it, because I'm pretty... He only has one, almost certainly. And he wasn't playing any other auras, so... Play the Skymarch Bloodletter. Now I've got some real threats on the board. I can swing for 5 every turn. And yeah, like, the Skymarch Bloodletter is flying, so he can't really block it. And the Adanto Vanguard can be blocked, but... You really don't want to block an Adanto Vanguard. It's just, because I can just pay life to keep it alive. And I'm more than happy to do that, so... Yeah, unless you have something with 4 toughness, it's just going to die. So... Here I've got a bit of a dilemma, because I've only got 1 white mana, whereas I've got 4 white cards in my hand. So, I think in the end here I play the Bishop Soldier, because it's just more power on the board. Like, if he doesn't have a play this turn, the Bishop Soldier is really good. If he does have a play, the Sky Marcher is better, but... Yeah, so he Depths of Desires my Adanto Vanguard, so I'm just going to replay that. He does that just for the mana. And I think he plays a red creature. But yeah, not a very good use of Depths of Desire. It's unfortunate he had to use it there to get the mana. But, yeah, because I could just replay the Vanguard. But it's actually worse for me than he probably thought, because I've only got 1 white mana. If I had just, like, 1 more white mana there instead of a Swamp, I could have played the Sky March, the Dustborn Sky Marcher as well. And that would have actually just been fine, but... Yeah. I'm feeling very, very confident in this game, because I've got 2 Legion's Judgments in my hand. Yeah, he's going to play a 5-drop here. He's going to play Raging Swordtooth. But yeah, my Adanto Vanguard only has 1 toughness, but I'm just going to pay the life to keep it alive. And I'm going to do that because I know that I can just Legion's Judgment that Swordtooth next turn. So I basically deduced, like, yeah, this guy is playing some big-ass fucking dinosaurs. I'm going to just side in my other Legion's Judgment. I ran 1 main board, other sideboard. I'm going to side the other one in. That's what I'm going to do here. Instead of making, playing a Bishop Soldier or a Sky Marcher, I'm just going to take out the Swordtooth. He's got no mana up for any counters. And I'm just going to swing for 5 again. So, he'll go down to 9. And if he plays another fat creature next turn, I'm just going to Legion's Judgment that one too. And to make matters worse for him, I have Dark Nourishment in my hand. So, if I get his life total down to 3, he's going to die unless he has a life gain spell. And... There are no life gain spells in blue, green, and red in this format. I don't think. No, I don't think there are. Oh no, sorry. There's like a raging. No, there's the Ravenous Daggertooth and the Raging Swordtooth, I think. But I didn't see any of them in game 1, so I'm thinking I should be alright. Water Trap Weaver here is really annoying because, yeah, he taps down my flyer. But here's the thing, right? Him doing that tells me that he wants to block my Adanto Vanguard. Because if he didn't want to block it, then why not just tap down the Adanto Vanguard? Because you'll take 3 damage from that if you don't block it, but you only take 2 damage from the Skymarch Bloodletter. So I'm going to attack, and I think he actually doesn't block here, if I remember correctly. So I think he just made a misplay there, unfortunately, for him. Oh, wait, no. Maybe he does block. I've drawn another land, but it's a swamp. I mean, I'm happy to have the mana, because I want to curve into Bishop of the Bloodstain and Dark Nourishment, but plains would be nice. Yeah, so he doesn't block here. So he should have actually just tapped down the Adanto Vanguard, because he would have only taken 2 there. I play the Dustborn Sky Marcher here, and not the Bishop Soldier, because he has 6 life left. Dustborn Sky Marcher and Sky March Bloodletter are both flying, so combined they'll do 3 damage, whether or not I decide to buff the Bloodletter or just attack with the Sky Marcher. So basically I put him on a turn 2 clock by playing that Sky Marcher here. So that's why I played that instead of the Bishop Soldier. But he's in a really bad spot here if he doesn't play anything. Because I can just attack with everything. Okay, so he does play something. But still, like, he has to block the Adanto Vanguard. And he will literally just lose a creature. But that, I remember seeing that and thinking, like, who runs Cobbled Wings? Did he side it in? So many people run this card. It's not a very good card, but I see it in, like, 2 different matches. So yeah, I saw it in the the match before this one and this match as well. I'm like, why the fuck is everyone playing Cobbled Wings? But yeah, I do get my swamp here, which is very nice. So what I'm actually going to do... Actually, no, what do I do here? Okay, yeah, so I'm going to attack, and I'm going to buff the Skymarch Bloodletter if he blocks with the Water Trap Weaver. Actually, no, I'm going to buff it anyways, because now he's on 3 life, which means next turn he dies to Dark Nourishment, because I drew that swamp and I'll have 5 mana. And I also give the Adante Vanguard lifelink, indestructible, because why not? No reason to lose it. Not any threat of dying. So that's fine. And I play the swamp. So next turn, I literally just have to Dark Nourishment in the face and he dies. Now, I'd rather not reveal to him that I have Dark Nourishment. So I'm hoping he doesn't play anything on this turn. Because then I can just swing with everything. Swing with the Bloodletter and the Vanguard. And he can only block one of them. And I will have 3 damage with the Dustborn Sky Marcher on the field, no matter what he blocks. So I'm hoping he doesn't play anything. But I'm like, if he does, I'll just Dark Nourishment him. And he does play something, so... Yeah, that would have actually been very... No, it wouldn't have been very annoying if I didn't have the Dark Nourishment, because I can just give the Vanguard +1 and do 4 damage to it if he blocks it, but... Yeah, because I just, like, fuck it, I'm just going to go for the kill here. Let him know I have it, but... Ends the game instead of risking something going wrong. Domed. Eh, we might as well do the 3rd game, why not? So yeah, you can see me considering here, like, do I bring in the Demystify? Do I bring them in because... Or do I bring in 1? Because he's playing that fucking, he's playing that fucking Search Res Cancer, and it's being really useful for him, so... But I eventually decide not to. I think I'll just keep the deck the way it is. Or do I bring in a Mark of the Vampire? I think I might bring in a second Mark of the Vampire, because I'm like, yeah, he had removal, but... He's only played Depths of Desire, and he's only played it once. No, I think I'll just keep it. Keep it like that, yeah. Because he only has 1 Depths of Desire that I know of. But then again, he might have 2, and he might have just only played 1 in each game, so... I think that was my thought process there. I'm like, yeah, he might have more. He's blue. Blue's all about bounce. And yeah, even if I fucking put a Mark of the Vampire and a Dante Vanguard, it can still be bounced. So, yeah. The only way you can deal with Mark of the Vampire on a Dante Vanguard is exile it, which I think the only thing in Ixalan that can do that is Vraska's Contempt, which is black, so my opponent won't have that, or bounce. But my opponent is blue, so my opponent has bounce. I know he has bounce. Notice how I keep Call to the Feast in, even when I'm up against opponents who can kill 1/1s really easily, like with Raging Swordtooth or Dual Shot. Because it's just such a good card. Like, if they don't have the things that can kill it, it's just a real big power swing. I'm really sad I didn't get a Pirate's Cutlass. That would have made this deck really good, but what can you do? So yeah, that's this hand's a keep. I've got 2-drop. I don't have a 3-drop play, but once again, there are only 2 3-drops creatures in my deck, so that's to be expected. So this is as good as a hand as I can reasonably get, so I'm just going to keep it. I am on the draw as well. Mark of the Vampire. So I really want to draw a land here, because I want to curve into my 4-drops, Call of the Feast and Fathomfleet Cutthroat, and then Shining Aerosaur. Oh, no, yeah, this game is unfortunate for my opponent. So it starts off reasonably well, but he plays 2 forests at the start of the game. So I'm like, okay, he's stuck on green. Now, on turn 2, that's not always what that means, because people could be like, oh, I'm going to fucking play... I've got an island in my hand, but I'm going to play a green 2-drop, so I'll just play a second forest and hope that my opponent thinks I'm stuck. Yeah, that can happen, but most of the time... It just means that they're stuck. And he's going to play a 3rd forest here. I'm like, okay, yeah, he's stuck on forests, which is really, really unfortunate for him, because he's like 3 different fucking colors. So, not going to block the Deep Root Warrior. Even if it didn't have the effect that gives it +1/+1 when it gets blocked, I still wouldn't block it. Just carry on trading. And yeah, he doesn't have a follow-up play. I thought he might Vine Shape a Mystic there, which would be bad for me, but no follow-up play. So I just trade into it. Still no 2-drop or 3-drop to play here, so I'm just going to play my third land. And I'm thinking, like, okay, what do I do turn 4? Then he plays a forest, so I'm like, okay, I'm going to Mark of the Vampire this Queen's Bay Soldier, because that's going to be putting me ahead by gaining me life, putting him behind by me doing extra damage to him. And yeah, I'm going to have one clean unblocked attack. He does not have any of it. If he had a blue mana here, I probably wouldn't do this. I'll just play Call to the Feast. But because he has no blue mana, I am going to Mark of the Vampire, because he cannot bounce my Queen's Bay Soldier. What could he have? He could pounce, but he's not going to kill my Deep Root Warrior. He's not going to kill my Queen's Bay Soldier. Even the Savage Stomp wouldn't kill the 4/4 Queen's Bay Soldier with only a Deep Root Warrior. So I'm fine doing this. And then next turn I can play Call of the Feast, I can play Fathom Fleet Cutthroat. Opponent plays his 5th Forest. Oh, that's really unlucky for him. And I get a Danto Vanguard. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, most of my opponents in my games, because I played the Vanguard, like, pretty much every game, are like, holy fuck, why does he always get his goddamn Adanto Vanguard early on? But I have 2 of them, so... yeah, that's why, buddy. But, yeah, that's gonna be, what's he gonna do here again? Oh, yeah, no, my opponent makes a mistake here. He plays River Herald's Boon on the Deep Root Warrior. He probably thinks that he can put both the +1/+1 counters on it, because it's a Merfolk. But you have to select 2 targets for it, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, he fucked up. So, now he's just going to lose the game. I'm pretty sure he surrenders right after this. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Sorry it's dragged on, but yeah, most of you probably left at like the 20-25 minute mark. But yeah, those of you that stuck around, thank you for watching. Take care, and I'll see you all next time. Hope you enjoyed this one, guys. See you later.